did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
When we talked in the preseason about guys entering the league, and, you know, we go through the rookie class and the whole deal.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
The pass intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 7 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Bell. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Whitlock. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll toss it to Bell running left. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, Whitlock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 94 yards, and a score. 1st down. Here's Burrow.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Harrison Smith.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
The ball carrier.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
To the 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
I
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Burrow. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Auden Tate, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, two-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And hitting Juju on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A screen to Bell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for only a couple. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard.
Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, currently sitting in the number 2 spot. But remember, that no longer means a bye into the divisional round.
No, partner, you're right. They made that change for the 2020 season. So being in the number 1 spot is the ultimate deal. It used to be the top 2. Got those opening weekend buys. Now it's just number 1. But still, a lot at stake, as you mentioned. They could end up with 2, possibly 3 home games if things shake out correctly and they continue to win in the playoffs.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, Whitlock. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster.
The pass.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up
To throw on third down. Whitlock going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
for Juju Smith.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On first down, Whitlock able to hit his target, Claypool. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And I don't think there's any question to this offense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 27 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament. But it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Throwing on 1st down. Whitlock, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like that. He's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Right down the throat. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Touchdown.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. So we've come upon an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
It's third down.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. Burrow took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Well, they turn to their bigger body there on the dive. Fullback dive, just couldn't get it done.
And sometimes even that bigger body needs even bigger bodies to help him get there. They weren't able to create a crease for him. Ended up not getting the first down.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Brings up second.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Whitlock. He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And down right around the 37. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down, Burrow. The left side completion to Jones.
Burrow's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
Joe Mixon.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down, Cincinnati.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Slant pass to Boyd. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now they run with Mixon. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, they run with Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Mixon again, the ball.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 1st and 10, Whitlock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The quarterback sack.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
46-yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Bell. That's good for Pittsburgh.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
at the Bengals' 42-yard line.
On second down, it's Snell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.